Yeah, we're live. So I'm gonna send out my Hey, we're live. We're gonna send out my signal real quick, and then we'll get started here. Nick Rat's ready to go. I'm ready to go, also known as Will. And then we'll send this out real quick. Then we'll hit this hard. We'll get going. So hold on here. As always, it's kind of the pre-show. On the pre-show, I just kind of do whatever I want as I'm getting ready. I hope everybody had a great Thursday. It's been a crazy week. It's always a crazy week when you're around me. They gone. Then of course there's always Nitrack. Where can you find me there, Nitrack? I don't know. They're gone. I think you can find you on the Twitters on they got 238 on the Twitters, yeah, and then here on the YouTube's the YouTube's that's what they got. Oh, that's cool, Nitrack. Thanks. Like I said, we're setting it up. You guys have any questions? If you are here on time and early, go ahead and shout them out on the sidebar there, or if you're watching the replay, go ahead and shout it out below. So once again, I'm just kind of getting this set up real quick. So you're gonna hear some feedback for a while. That's because I'm an old man, and old mans don't know how to set up the YouTubes. So here we go. That wasn't so bad. So now that I have the link, guys, there's probably an easier way to do this, but because I'm an old man, I do it the way I want to do it. So, all right. So you guys are gonna hear me typing up the things here. There we go. There's the link, and then I'll type something real funny. So you always have to come up with something funny. It's funny. I enjoy. Like I said, this is the little pre-show, so you kind of have the behind the music stuff. I enjoy doing ads for people. I enjoy things that I enjoy. I enjoy the people's hearts behind it and all the hard work they do. So I love just retweeting them out, making little funny things with it. Hopefully they enjoy it because I enjoy it, and I do it because not just because I want something from them or I'll ever get anything like that from them or nothing like that. That's not what I'm doing. I see the heart in people, and people make good stuff. So if you got something you want me to check out, I'll check it out. And if I like it, I'll message it. Might not. That's the problem. That's what I hate about Twitter and all this social media where I can't keep up with everybody. I miss people's like tweets and stuff, and I feel bad about it. It's crazy. It's all in here. But you know what? Today's topic today is about choice. If you haven't noticed, it's all my things about a choice this week. So that's what we're gonna go over this week. It's a little preview. But let's get this shout out real quick to myself so we can get some of you guys in here. So let's go. Yep, this is the fun part. This is the part where you get to see an old man type. It's a great part. I just see an old man type. Yeah, I know it's a quiet part now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm almost done. Oh no, I hate that. I hate this computer sometimes. There we go. All right, almost done. How much time we got? We're in. We're about 3 minutes in, so I'm sorry about the replay. I know it's slow on the replay when it's three minutes in, and I'm all just, I'm just lazy and didn't do this before. Well, that's what happens when you're lazy like me. That, and I have my kids. If you didn't know about me, I have 2 kids, and one's in swimming right now, and one's in baseball. Both of them, I love them. It's parenting is hard, but you got to choose to be a parent, and you got to choose that whatever's going on with you, that you're putting your kids first. I mean, obviously, you're gonna you need to take care of yourself, be able to take care of them. But when it comes to choosing to be times that you have to choose, you got to make that choice, make them first. So I'm just kind of letting you know I'm crazy. So here we go. Got that sent out here. We're gonna check this one more time here. And then we're going to go. All right, here we go. Once again, if you're coming into us, we're about 4 minutes in. So that means I'm 4 minutes late and you're 4 minutes late because I wasn't here 10 minutes early because you were not 10 minutes early, you're 10 minutes late. So once again, this is I'm They Gone. You can always find me on the Twitters on They Gone at 238, or you can always find me on the YouTubes here. You can the sidebar on the side here or down below. Give me some of those comments. I shouted out some questions As always, I shout out people that ask me questions, but no one asks me questions. That's okay. So we're just gonna get started here. Once again, this is your Thursday night safety brief because it's getting to the weekend. So what I do on Thursdays, then do it on Fridays. So I can cut you out loose. So once again, I'm Dagon. I'm a former Army sergeant. I was an airborne trooper. I was a cook. Nothing more, nothing less. I served with First Group Special Forces. Like I said, I wasn't a team guy or anything like that. Just a cook with the unit, and I jumped out of airplanes. That's who I am. So I'm just going to do a quick hip pocket safety brief real quick. We get through that, and then we'll get on with some little bit of military topics. And now from there, we go some little sharing some G.I. Joe stuff or just kind of some news stuff, dropping some names. That's where if you want your name dropped, that's the part of the show where your name's going to get dropped. Then after that, I'll just do some talking, question and answers. If anybody shows up, if nobody shows up, we'll just cut it short. So like I said, we're about 5.5 in, so here we go. So once again, if you're out there swimming, swim with a buddy. Make sure if it's raining outside, you don't stand there in trees or you get hit by lightning. If you're going out driving, make sure you're not drinking anything, smoking anything, or eating anything. You're going out there sober. You're there to get people back and have a good time. Hey, you can take pictures of folks and their goofiness, and because we need everybody back. Isn't that right, Nate Rapp? That's right, Dagon. We need all the little troopers back there because we need to build that speeder bike corps. Yes. Let me help you with your arm here. He's got a hurt arm this week. He's been doing lots of stuff. Yes, even you too can become part of the speeder bike corps. So come back and be safe. That's right. That's right, Nick Rack. Nick Rack is part of the speeder bike corps, and he was telling me last week as you guys were working on dental. Did you guys get that dental? No, not yet. We're still working with management. The Empire. The Empire. They're not really the nicest guys. That's what I've heard, but at least they keep the buses running on time. Anyway, as back to it, like I said, if you do designate that designated driver, be nice to that person. Hey, make sure you're doing that rotation too, so that guy or girl's always not stuck on it, because that sucks. Anyway, if you're out there, like I said, be that light for people out there. If you see something wrong, say something about it. You don't have to get involved necessarily, but say something about it, because there's too much darkness out in the world for us not to be that light. Always give that helping hand to somebody if you see them. Be that nice person. That's all I'm asking for. That's all. Got to think to yourself, like I always said. If think to yourself, with Sergeant Slaughter do it, and if Sergeant Slaughter would do it, still don't do it. So just be light out there. We need you all back. All that kind of stuff. So, like I said, like I always say, you're a hero. You're a hero to yourself. And you might be a hero to somebody else, and you don't know it yet. So that's why we need you back. So, all right, that kind of safety brief this week was all about choices. You got to choose to come back and choose to do the right thing out there, and choose to have that spark light in you. So that's what we're talking about. So, with anything, the military does have a lot of choices to it. You can choose your career. You can choose your, what you want to do. You can choose different schools, like I did. When I went in, I just wanted to be a cook. I didn't know what I was going to do, and then I just kind of tumbled into airborne school, figuratively and literally, and then my life led from there. And so you have a lot of choices, and like anything else you're in life, when you're doing, especially in big organizations like that, you can either choose to be positive and have a good time and not put a chipper in your shoulder, or you can choose not to, or you can choose that this is the worst time in your life, and you're in the suck, and you're not, and the suck is eating you, it's sucking you off, and you're not embracing it. So that's what I'm saying. You need to let the suck you off and embrace it every single day. You put that positive attitude on there. Yeah, sure. Not all missions are going to be successful. Not all missions are going to be exciting. Not all missions are going to be fun. You're going to have to stack like 5 bazillion MREs, or clean the kitchen or something like that, or do whatever your MOS requires. But if you just try to look at it as a positive attitude and get through it, and you try to have a good time when you're doing it, that's how you choose to do that. So you're making that constant choice to do that. And that that's kind of that the military choice. You get that frame of mind. You're choosing to look at the dark side of things. You're choosing to look at the light side of things. I used to always say that a pessimist is the best of both worlds, because if you expect the best and the worst, if you expect the worst and the worst happens, then you were ready for it, and the best happens, you're so surprised. Well, you know what? That's cynical and not true. Because if you go into it, it's going to be the worst. Well, it's going to be the worst, and there's no way for you to get better. What do you think, Nick Rack? Oh, that's true. They're going. There's lots of times when you're on those speeder bikes, and then some Leia girl or some Luke guy steals your speeder bike. I mean, how do you explain that? I mean, that's just not a field loss, Yeah, I know. Field losses are, if you know the military and you try to claim a field loss for things, it's not a very easy thing. No, it's not. It's not easy at all. That's right. That's right, Nit Rack. Anyhow, well, that's kind of the military thing there. That's little Nit Rack's military. Yeah, but I didn't choose for those guys to come out and take my speeder bike. I didn't choose for those Ewoks to attack me. That's true. That's true, Will. You've been around a long time. Well, I have. And you know what? That the whole Mandalorian and the speeder bikers not being able to hit anything, that's just propaganda. That's not true. Well, it isn't true at all. Yeah. We train for hours and hours on how to hit stuff. I mean, come on, we're nice guys. We give warning shots, for Pete's sakes. Well, that's true. You do give warning shots. That's good. That's true. You choose to give warning shots. So, like I said, I'm in a place like we're going for the military part, and we did our safety brief, and now we're gonna kind of do some real life stuff here real quick and about choosing and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna take a drink of water. We're about 10:30 mark, so we're about halfway through. So, I said if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, always post me up on the replay here. You can always reach me on the Twitters at Dagon238 and all that kind of stuff. That's true. That you talk to a lot of people. Dagon. Yeah, I know. I spend too much time on Twitter, don't I? I think you do. I heard that Missy's complaining about it. Well, that's true. She's probably right. Anyhow, well, before I get in too much trouble, let me grab the drink of water again, and then we'll get back to it. All right. So just give me a sec. Yeah, it's the high class quality entertainment you get here on Sergeant's Time. I always suggest when I go out drinking, what I choose. What do you choose, Dagon? What do you choose to drink? Well, I choose the brand new H. H. What do you mean H? It has two O's to it. H2O. Oh, Dagon, you're silly. That's water. Yes, that is water, boys and girls. Drink your water. It's important for you out there. Brought to you by the Water Commission Society. There you go. There's your little plug there. All right, like I said, I'm going to talk about choices. As you notice, a lot of you, if you see my poetry out there or you see my pictures and things like that, a lot of it has to do with sadness, and a lot of it has to do with regret and things of the past and things like that. But lately, especially today, I've been lately thinking, I'm choosing to think of those things. I mean, those things are going to hit me when you go through life and you have whatever you're going through, because we all got it. We all go through whatever. We do feel how those things hit me, and those are going to be times where I'm not going to be able to spin out of it. But sometimes when I'm in those situations, maybe I should choose to go, okay, this is what I'm going through right now. I use my tools, and I'm going to choose to use them successfully. And I know, and I realize it. I'm making the conscious choice to realize that what I'm going through is what I'm going through, and that it has nothing to do with my own personal value or what I did or what I didn't do. And I have to choose to look at it that way. I know that it seems simple, and it's going to be a hard thing to do, but choice is a hard thing to do. Every day is a choice is a hard thing to do for all of us out there. Whatever you're going through, choice can be hard, but you got to make it. You got to make those choices. The wife is calling the phone. Should I pause the show to answer? No, I won't. Hold on. No, I won't, because that's kind of rude. I'll call her back. Anyhow, so like I said, that's kind of the choice. That's kind of like I said, we went through the safety brief. Little military talk about choice and all the choices you have and how you can make those choices and what you do with those choices once you make them. Little my life about sharing about how I need to make better choices when I'm thinking about sad things or I'm going through those kind of stuff. So those kind of choices. But let's go to the sharing part. Yeah, this is kind of odd sharing this week. I actually found it today. If you've seen some of my tweets out there, I was kind of cursing Hasbro for their $17 5 points articulation figures. I mean, don't get me wrong, they look nice. Don't get me wrong, they're beautiful figures, but I ain't paying no $17.99 for something I can get I'll show you. Here it is. I'll be right back. Hold on. Yes, Marvel at my messy room in the back, and what other things you might want me to talk about. So hold on for a second. All right, here we go. So here's the ranting part of the show. So this is Dagon's complaints or gripes. What grinds my gears? But no. So Hasbro and the Infinite Wisdom, I got this figure. Actually, I got it on eBay for $9 because the guy was was trying to get a cheaper price, more expensive price for it, but I didn't let it happen because I wasn't going to pay more than $10 for it. But anyway, you can pick this up in the store for $9.99. These in the $9.99 is a gosh darn Captain America with 5 points of articulation plus a little extra thing, right? So Hasbro, in its infinite wisdom, is trying to sell you a G.I. Joe because it's a G.I. Joe figure, the same size, the same articulation, the same kind of packaging, the same kind of everything, with a Kenner name. But this one has Kenner's name on it. But for $17.99, the size of Nick Rat here. What? That's crazy. How are they going to sell something the size of me and the size of that little Captain America? That's crazy. That makes me go down to my Howdy Doody cup. I know that's crazy. No, but seriously though, I mean, I'm not going to do it. So I chose to go, no, Hasbro, I'm not going to pay $17.99 for a $10 figure. Or this shouldn't even be $10. It should be $5. Anyway, so with that said, I chose to go to the dollar store, which is actually $1.25 store now because, inflation and we're at 25% increase. But hey, it's $1.25. Who's going to care? Anyway, but I picked up some awesome things. So the first thing I'll show you is an awesome Doom Buggy. I got this little Doom Buggy thing for $1.25. I'm gonna army build these SOBs. But look at this. This little Doom Buggy. Here's a back box of it. So this little Doom Buggy, guess what? Have you seen some of my pictures lately? I've been taking. I think this is Payload. It's a 1990s or late 80s version of Payload. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. That'd be great. There's a Payload. You've seen him. Some of my pictures. He got stuck. He didn't call out for his rescue beacon, but he should have. Then he got saved. Anyway, so here's the little Doom Buggy I got. This was $1.25, kids, boys and girls. $1.25 at the Dollar Tree and the dollar store. And it doesn't have Hasbro's name on it, and it doesn't look the prettiest. And then has all this stuff. And you can actually, it's really cool because if you see the back of it, you can buy this armor set for it. Has all this stuff on it. Oh, you can buy those armor stuff to put on it. So they're charging to upgrade. So to upgrade your Doom Buggy, you pay $1.25 to get the Doom Buggy, and then for another $1.25 you can upgrade it. If that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. I mean, if Hasbro wants to do that, wants to part out G.I. Joe to us, fine. But make it affordable for Pete's sake. Anyhow, that's my rant. But anyway, I also got this fine little figure. I kind of tore up the package, but who cares? It's $1.25. Here's it's Specialist Shift. Oh, Swift. Shift? Yeah, Shift. So it's special. Who does that look like? Oh, it looks like kind of like some Baroness card art. But look at the figure. Yeah, it only has 5 points of articulation. I left the she came with some ninja swords, but I left them downstairs. But anyway, she only has 5 points of articulation, just like those $17.99 Hasbro figures. But look, who does that look like? Who does that hair look like? Oh. No wonder Hasbro hasn't made Scarlet yet, because the bootleggers got her. The bootleggers got her for $1.20, and I got a Scarlet for $1.25 essentially. That's a pretty good head sculpt, if you ask me. And for $1.25, you can army build these SOBs. And you got to get a harem of shifts, of Specialist Shifts for $1.25. That's awesome. But I mean, when you're taking pictures and stuff, you can hide. To me, I think you can hide the articulation. Really, if you just have her in poses that her hands are all effed up, you can hide her hands, and yeah. And hey, have the wives look away real quick. You gotta see that booty. She has a pretty good booty, I think. Really, it's a pretty good. I think it's a really good sculpt for $1.25. That's a good sculpt. I mean, that's better than some of the stuff we've been getting. She's a little busty, has some abs there. That's pretty good. Look, she's got it in the trunk though, I tell you. Anyhow, well, I got that. Here's a card art. There's a whole bunch of them on the back. I saw the Steeler, the African American guy. I almost got him. Then Ruck, he was there. Some of the robot guys were there, and this other guy was there. They're really, it's really cool. And they actually have little cards on their backs too. Living in the mountains of East Asia, Shift was groomed to be a warrior from childhood, trained in an everyday form of combat. Everyday form? Oh, in every form of combat, Shift is a force to be reckoned with. There has yet to be anyone who could challenge her skills, and her strength is her. And they have, remember that. Excuse me, I'll slow down. Transformer red code sheets you would have that have little to tell them their like abilities. These have that too, and you can see her abilities there. She has some strength and the speed and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's really cool. She's 3 durability, stamina's a 4, agility's a 7, so she's really agile and she's pretty fast and she has strength. The one problem is they should have intelligence on that. That would have been kind of cool. But but I don't know how you would do that because people get all mad about the intelligence, but whatever. But like I said, that's a pretty good figure. That's a really kind of cool figure for $1.25. I mean, really, look at that skull. I'm sure like some custom guys would love just the head, but I'm not sure how to. There, I don't know if you guys custom guys know. I'm sorry, but there's 2 screws in the back, so I don't know if sorry. There's 2 screws in the back, and I don't know. See the screw holes. I don't know if you could take it apart or not. But like I said, for $1.25, it's worth a try. Anyway, so that's that. And then I said, oh yeah, and the final part, the Doom buggy itself. Like I said, you can tell where the extra stuff goes. They sell these little gun portals, and there's this armor that goes on there. That's pretty cool. I mean, it was really easy to put together. It snaps together. See all the green clips in. You put the cage together, then you clip it in to the chassis, and the wheels pop on. And then you can put this little steering wheel column thing on there. Yeah, it's still a steering wheel column, and it's really cool because you talked about slow down. Cobra Commander 788. The commander always talks about detailing and stuff like that. But check out that little detailing on the engine. Sorry. It's not very good here. See that detail on the engine? That's pretty good detailing. I mean, for $1.25, the wheels have detailing. The inside, even the inside of the cab has detailing. If you see it, you can see it. That's pretty good for $1.25. You can army build these and have a whole bunch of them. I mean, this is why I brought payload with me because I'm gonna admit it. I always kind of have something in my pocket, either a GI Joe or something I can fiddle with, because it's something I can focus on. And I didn't used to be that way, but it just helps. But I brought him with him because I wanted to compare his size to the $1.25 figure. And look, we love each other. They're good sizes. See? It's pretty cool. And then look and say then he can get into the little Doom buggy. Because like I said, I don't have. Like I say, he's probably missing. I don't have any of his equipment or any of it, or he probably had his face shield at one time, but he fits. See, I wouldn't put his hands on the. You could probably like put him like that or something like that, but I wouldn't put him on there because in there because they'll break them. Because her hands are, if you see her hands, they're huge. I mean the gaps for that's a pretty big huge gap. So I wouldn't do it with his hands, of course, but so they're there. He's kind of sitting there. That's pretty cool. You could outfit if you did have other army builders. You could outfit like if you had a whole bunch of grunts or something or anything like that. You just army build this SOP. It'd be cool. So that's kind of that. That's what I'm sharing this week. That's a GI Joe. So that's a little GI Joe rant. So like when you're out there, choose what you're gonna buy. You don't have to buy everything. You don't have to be the beck and call of the product. Choose wisely. It's your money. If you want to buy the 500 dihiki with a zip zabs and all of that, that's fine, but you can choose whatever your money to go. That's what I'm all saying. What do you think, Nigarak? Oh, I don't know what they're going. I think you're right. I think I'm going to choose to be a better speed bike trooper. I'm going to get up every day and do my 40-minute workouts. That's a pretty good idea. 40-minute workouts are good. So that pretty much does that part. So I'm going to get a quick drink of water here, and then so we're about wrapping it up. So about 8 minutes left. So I'm going to drink. All right. Like I said, we did our safety brief. I talked a little army stuff and choices. I did little life choices. Showed what I got in today. This, if you want to know, this is called Final Faction. So hey, Final Faction got me some cheap stuff. Oh, this has a card. This has a card back on it too. That's kind of cool. See? Like I said, you guys should really check if you guys are into just display stuff and don't really care what you're getting. I was happy with it. I was pretty overjoyed. So, like I said, that pretty much that. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap it up. Hey, like if you stumble across this video or whatever, and you skip to the end or whatever, just know that you're important too. Like I always say, you can be your own hero. You gotta choose to be your own hero. You gotta choose your own stories out there. Because you don't know, because you might be a hero to somebody else and you don't know it. And that's why we need you back. We all need you back. We all have our crap out there. If you're in trouble, you got to choose to reach out. you got to choose to get better, whatever you're going through. You got to choose those positive things. It sounds easy, but it's not. I'm the first one to tell you it's not easy, but it's something you got to, you work on every day. You got to accept it. You got to accept things or you don't accept things, and that's what you do. So once again, that pretty much does it. Always, keep stay safe out there. If you can't, keep careful, because sometimes you can't be safe. And I'll see you on that timeline, and take care. And like I said, come back if you want to, or don't. You always hit me up in the DMs or whatever. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. Ding.